guys, this is Scott, and I'm here to do another video for you today. And like always, keep subscribing to that channel for me, guys. Skate Park by Scott, and keep on share the video and hit that old like button. That's what it's all about here. So today is the 11th of August 2024. This will be my 129th video. So let's get right to it. I'm going to go ahead and mist this top part up here. We'll just go ahead and brush it off a little. Make it nice and slick. And I'm going to cover the top part with some paint here, this white paint. That'll make my blending much easier when I put the blue in for the sky. Alright. Going right into some phthalo blue now. Phthalo blue. That's a nice little bright blue. And come right up in here and just drop in this old sky here. And that was about as far as I want to go with that. Now, with a nice dry brush, blending up. And just blend it right on up. Now see me, check out my other videos and you'll understand how I paint. There's many ways to paint. Whatever makes you more, whatever you're satisfied with, that's what you should do if you're just starting out. Maybe my way ain't your way, which is fine. Many ways to do this. And I'm going to hit the old camera off and I'll be right back. I'm going to go ahead, I'm thinking about it, just go ahead and put the water, I'm going to have some water in this big old lake. I'm going to go ahead and drop that lake in here. Go ahead and mist that so my paint will go on slick. And just come up in here, touch and pull down. That's it. That's all you got to do. All you have to do is pull down. My way might not, like I said, my way not be your way. I don't go into big scientific way or of painting. My way, you don't have to have an engineering degree in how to do this. And just go right across, all the way across. There it is. Notice the way I did my sky and my water. Water's level, so you go straight across. Up here, got a lot of action, a lot of things going on up here. Water always just flat, just like that. All right. All right. I'm going to go ahead and drop it in an old mountain right up in here. Nice little mountain. Now, the mountains I normally make, I have a bunch of peaks in them. But this one right here, I want to make a mountain that anybody can paint. Anybody can paint this type of mountain. Because I'm only going to have one peak. All the way up here, nearly all the way up to the top. And just come right down with it. Like I said, there's one peak. Right about there. And come right here. Right about there. Alright. Let's grab a little brush right here and let's bring some of this color down here. Give us just a little area to play with. I'm going to have a bunch of trees right here, so the size right here ain't going to matter. You know, why spend all that time, you know, painting something, and that you know in the foreground you're going to cover it all up. Example, I seen someone was painting something, and it was an ocean scene, and he had a island in the background. Very nice, you know. But in the foreground, but you know, he already knew that he was going to have an archway right here in the foreground. Well, when he put the archway in, he covered up probably 98% of that island that he put back there. You know, so you know, I know he knew, you know, he was going to put that arch in, the archway right here in the foreground. So all that time and paint and all that, I just don't do that. So I'll leave the sides open because I'm going to have some trees. Alright? Enough on that. Be right back. Alright, my mountain's good and dry now. Right now it looks flat. So I want to have a ridge coming out here to make it the mountain, you know, poke out at you, bubble out at you, however you want to say it. Alright? Let's see here. And I want to come something like this right here, using a flat brush. And come right here. And then maybe turn out this way. Something like that. Now, I just want to use some snow. Put a little snow up here. Touch it and just pull it down. Just like that. Let it break. And we're going to do the same thing to the other side. Hopefully when I get done, it looks like there's a ridge coming out at you. Hopefully. Alright, excuse the arm. And try not to you know, cover up all, you know, the line right here. I want that kind of line to stay right there. Okay? And letting it break. Right up in here. Put a little snow up in here too. That is. Now you can come back with some of that color. This little line I made is, you know, yellow and some black. Not yellow, but brown and black mixed together. And just touch it up a little. Right up in here. There. Alright, I'm going to step back and take a look and see what I got, and I'll be right back. Yeah, I kind of like that, but I think I want to have me another one coming right through here. Just like that. Again, come back with some snow. There we go. Again, you can always come back and touch this little line up if need be. Just a little. Something like that. Alright, let's see what we got. Now, here's something. Some of my snow looks a little compacted. You know, I didn't break it as well as I wanted to, so take some of this base color right up in here and just put some little dashes, lines, whatever. And there it is. It's all broke up. Alright, just like that. That's simple. Alright? Now at the base of this mountain here, I want to put in these nice little foggy areas. Right through here. Just a little paint, a little white. You always can add on more, remember that. Just nice little fog paint right through here. There, just like that. Just a touch more right through here. Maybe just a little bit right through here. Yeah, there it is. Anybody can do this right here, this mountain right here, no problems. You have no problems with this mountain. I'm gonna put me a row of trees right through here, little distant, very distant little trees. Using the filbert. Filbert has the round edge on top, you know, for the canopy. And they make very nice little trees for me. And you know, you can go this way, you can hold it vertical and make very distinct trees. And you can go back putting little canopies in there. All kind of stuff. Again, I ain't gonna worry too much over on this side. Nope. And something like that. Very simple. And I think I might even come down a little ways. Right down in here somewhere. I'm going to have me a little metal right through here. And I want it kind of protruding backwards. So all you got to do is just drop this down. And that'll make that little gap right there. No problem. There. Too far away to see detail. Too far away. Alright? Alright guys, let's go ahead and drop this little metal in here. This is just straight on a sap green I'm putting on here. I made up several greens, mixed it in a little pile of yellow ochre and green, and yellow ochre, green, and white. There. Go ahead and mix that a little bit. That. Here's that yellow ochre and green. And this is where you can put the lay of the land in here. Okay? With some hills. Here's the white. White, yellow ochre. Green. That's all I'm going to do for that. Again, I'm going to have trees right here, so don't worry about it. Ooh. There. Got a brush wash. Before I do that, I'd like to point out, come back up to my mountain, these little ridges right here. See, you got to play little stories. Sometimes that helps you paint. Put a little ridge right here because some mountain climbers are all the way at the top of here, and they're going to come all the way down here. They're going to get around about here, and they're going to jump. You know, those skydivers. Now, when I get down here, I want to be down here in the full ground putting in some bushes. Now, if you want to fast forward, because I got something to say about these skydivers again. All right, you might want to stick around and to listen to that, but I won't say anything about that until I get down here. I'll make my point of what I wanted to say. So, either you can fast forward to there or continue watching the video. It's up to you. It's all up to you. Alright guys, let's go ahead and start making these trees. We'll come right up in here, all the way up. Somewhere right up in here. And just come down. Got to make sure you cover up all that mountain. All the way down. Cover all this up. All you're worried about is top line, the top of the trees. That's all you're really worried about at this point. Alright. Blow it up again. Come in here, take some more. There. And you can come back in here and just touch up these top of these trees here. Come right down in here, and we'll just do this number. There. There it is. And I'm going to do the exact same thing on this side over here, alright? So I'm going to hit the camera off, and I'll be right back. Now, you got all the trees right through here. I want to reflect all this into the water. I'm going to go ahead and mist this pretty good. So my paint will go on kind of slick. Let's start right here. And it starts going up. All the way up here. All you gotta do is just come down. Now the reflection don't have to be exact. Okay? So we want to have movement in the water. Okay? Then we just go across. Do that. Come right in here and do the same thing. Start coming up all the way right about there. See, with that water, a little spray, it's easy to, you know, spread this paint around. Real easy. And you can just make little treetops right there. Something like that. Go across. There. There we go. Got that done. And then we'll come back once this dries. It's almost dry now. We'll separate it with some highlights. Yep. All right, guys, I'm back. I'm gonna go ahead and put some highlights in this this tree line here. Just using some old regular old sap green. Come right up in here, and let's just start putting in some of this color here. You probably can't hardly see it on where you're at, but if you're standing right here, of course, you will be able to see it. Alrighty. And just making all these little tree shapes. Coming all the way down. There's that. And got several colors of green going here. You can see that a little bit better maybe. As you can tell, I had to change shirts. The other shirt was a little bit too warm, and I don't know, I got something on it. I don't know how I got something on it, but it was a little bit warm. I put on a little lighter shirt. Getting hot right through here. Right now, getting kind of hot. And that was just some sap green and some yellow ochre. This is, I put some little white in it. This one here, just to brighten up some of these. Just to brighten it up. There we go. All right, now I want to do the same thing to over here, okay? I want to hit the camera off, and I'll be right back. All right, let the little area right through here. Let that open. Let's go ahead and put in some different type of trees now. Some trees that have some leaves on them. Something like this. All right, start off with some sap green. Okay. There's that one. Come over here. All right. Now let's go ahead and put some highlights on those trees here. Yep. There. Right. Fairly good there. Let's do the same thing over here. There we go. And let's put the little bushy things right down in here somewhere. Yeah, it's a little bushy. Just to clean up the bottom of these trees a little bit. There we go. Alright. Now guys, let's reflect this into the water here, okay? You don't have to be exact. Alright, it's wherever. And you gotta kind of go a little quick with this because it will dry. Matter of fact, go ahead and mist that a little bit. Something like this here. And let's go ahead and put some highlights in here. These little bushes here, have them in the water too. Right. Now I'm going to come up here with just a brush here. Lightly, very lightly, skim over this. Okay? And go over. Come across. Now I got that reflected into the water. That's all there is to it. Okay? I'm going to do the same thing over here. I'll be right back. Almost done. I got a little liner brush. I'm going to put these little, nice little water line right through here. Yeah, some nice little water line. Maybe some little ripples out right out here. My hand ain't too steady for some reason. Gotta have a steady hand, because you know the ripples need to be straight. Just as straight. There. There we go. Right. Alright guys, bottom of here, like I told you before, I was going to put in an old bush or two or three or wherever. And this is it. This is where the bush is going to be. And I think we'll have bushes all the way across. What do you think? Right about here. Yep. Now this will be coming up a little higher. Yep, right there. There he is, right there. You see him? That's it. There's needs to come up a little bit more. There it is. Now, as I was saying before, I was talking about earlier when I started doing this video, about the peak up here where the climbers going to climb down and they're going to skydive all the way down here, Those skydivers, in my opinion, just my opinion, I believe that they are out of their mind. They have no mind left whatsoever. They don't care what happens to themselves at all. I have made that decision. And I've seen it done over and over again on these videos on YouTube, and I still don't understand it. Now, in landscapes, in my opinion, that the landscapes need to be, you need to have some distance from your foreground to whatever up here in your background. All right, you know this mountain scene, scene needs to be just miles. Well, let's say you're standing right here, it's miles and miles to get back up in here. Sometimes I see paintings where you have a mountain scene, and all this is laying right flat against the mountain. You don't want that. You want layers. Look how many you got. You got the sky, you got the mountain, you got the tree line right here, the little meadow right through here, and the tree. I got all this activity right through here. And that's the key to making a landscape. Now, getting back to the people, how do they get up here? Okay, they're not going to walk from here. It'll take them days, if not weeks, to get to the bottom of that mountain. Then they have to climb. Now, to get to the bottom of there, if I was walking there, they best have an ambulance there, okay? Because they're going to have to stick me some IVs, fluid, and rush me to the hospital. Probably the mental hospital. That's where I really need to be if I'm walking all the way up here. All right. Probably also need to have a blood bank in sight too. Very close by, a blood bank, because all the mosquitoes and the gnats and the biting flies and the ticks and the fleas and all that good stuff, they're literally going to suck you dry before you get there. All right. So you really need to have a blood transfusion here. See, I ain't gonna walk. All right. They're right through here, somewhere right in here. There's gonna be a helicopter waiting for me. All right. Now, let's take this helicopter ride. If people get in the helicopter, they're gonna fly up here, all the way up here, and the helicopter, they got windows. Doors might be open. You can see everything you need to see when you get up here. But people, the helicopter going to land way up here, right? And then they get out. What you getting out for? Okay? What is it? Oh, come on, George. I think we missed something out here. George. Come on, George. You ain't seen nothing. You've already seen everything. If you got your eyes closed because you're scared to death, you don't need to be in a helicopter to begin with. Alright? Open up your eyes, see everything that you need to see, because if I'm getting on a helicopter here, and all the way up here, I ain't getting out of the helicopter. I ain't getting out. Too many people have been left behind. They get out of this helicopter, they don't want to explore up in here. And the pilot of the helicopter, okay, everyone's aboard there, everyone's here, and he takes off, and somebody always gets left behind. Alright, I ain't getting left behind because I ain't getting out of the helicopter. That is facts. Now, take for example the couple that was scuba diving off in the ocean somewhere. Boat takes out this crew of people. They want her to go scuba diving. They go scuba dive, do their thing. They pop back up. The boat's gone. the boat has done left him. It was all by mistake. And I remember the story, something, it was 2 days before they even thought that they were even missing, really, because I believe, if I'm right, the captain of the boat, this happened 2 days later, happened to go back out to the boat to check things out, and there's 2 bags left up under the seat. Now when people go down these boats and they go to scuba diving, they got backpacks and things like this that they leave up under the seat. And then when they get back to shore, they take their belongings. Well, as soon as he seen those bags, he knew right off something bad has happened. For 2 days, they wasn't even missing. They still ain't been found, I don't think. So it is possible to be left behind. But it ain't possible if you don't get out that boat or that helicopter. I ain't doing it. I just thought I'd share that with you, okay? I just thought I'd share that a little bit with you. All right. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and paint these bushes in here. There it is. Yeah, you probably can't see it too good. Not where you're at, but if you, like, again, if you're right here, you can see. You can see. And that's all I'm doing. Main thing what you want to do is you want to leave some areas, some of this dark color, that gives your little bushes, what do you call it, depth to them. You're talking about distance and depth. Depth is, you're painting a bush and you're leaving the areas open for little rabbits to run through, squirrels, birds to set up their little nests. There's depth to whatever you're painting. You're a bush or a tree. They're talking about a certain object, certain thing that you are painting. Alright, now distance is like the distance between this bush right here and the edge of these tree line. What is the distance? That's what they're talking about, distance. I believe that's what it is. Alright. Some of this little nice color right through here. There it is. Now I'm going to go right into some yellow ochre. Put a little color into these little bushes right here. Just a little color. Yes, a little color. Dull it down. There it is. Just dull it down just a little. There we go. And that's all I'm doing, is do one bush at a time. Don't get no big hurry. If you get in a big hurry, all you're going to have is, kind of like dots all up and down on your bushes here. And you don't want a dotted up bush. I don't know what's worse than a dotted up old bush. There it is. Some nice little color right through here. And that's all I'm doing. I'm going to finish this up and I'll be right back. This was missing something right here. But so right through here, I think that I am going to put a tree. Something right through here. Just like this. And just let it go. Make a decision. Stick with it. Stick with it. And it needs some land down here. Gotta have some land. There it is. Might as well reflect that some right here in the water. Just like that. Another little brush up here. There. There it is. Alright. Let's go ahead and paint that now. There it is. Well, I need to let that dry a little bit. So I'll hit the camera off, be right back. Alright, let's go ahead and start painting this tree here. Here we go. Again, just one little bundle of leaves at one time. And leave some of these dark areas open. There. And just a few more little highlights and we'll have this tree all done. Right through here. There we go. And let's go ahead and paint this ground. Put some grass, bushes and things on here. And we're going to have a completed painting. Right. And again, nice little water line. Let's send some of this right here reflecting into the water here. Some of this yellow ochre. That. Very light touch. You know, someone that doesn't know what they're doing, I think it turned out all right. Hope you enjoyed this one. Come back and see me again. Again, I'm Scott, and this is Escape Art by Scott. You guys take care of yourselves. Come back and see me. Subscribe to that channel again, okay? That'll help me out. You guys take care.